Who can Liverpool get in the Champions League knockout stages? Shout out to Football Rankings on Twitter for predicting the knockout stage draw according to the predictions of their results in the next round of the results tomorrow. So Liverpool play PSV Eindhoven tomorrow night, and they are top of the group at the moment by 3 points to Barcelona. So they would need a point to ensure that top spot. They are already through in the top 8, so they have got the bias to the next stages of the Champions League. But Barcelona, if they were to win, Liverpool were to draw, to lose, then Barcelona would take that top spot and Liverpool would come second. But in this episode, I will be looking at the whole knockout stages that has been predicted by Football Rankings and who Liverpool could potentially get, and as well as other teams that could potentially get. So Liverpool at the moment, if they come top 2, which they're guaranteed to do, they would either get 15th, 16th, 17th or 18th in the Champions League. And those right now are Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Juventus and Celtic. However, Football Rankings have done it differently, where they're not predicting on what is currently the table right now. They've done their own predictions on what the results are going to be tomorrow night, potentially, and who Liverpool could face because of that result of tomorrow night. So the teams, according to Football Rankings, Liverpool could get in the knockout stages. So what would happen is 17th would come against 18th, 15th would come against 16th. They play together, and then they would have a knockout stage to play either Barcelona or Liverpool in the next round. So Monaco, Celtic, Feyenoord and Stade Brest are the 4 teams that Football Rankings have predicted that would come against Liverpool. So Liverpool would either get, at the moment if they come top, they would either get Monaco or Celtic. Barcelona would get either Feyenoord or Stade Brest. Very, very interesting if Celtic was to go through at that point and we somehow face Celtic in the knockout stages of the Champions League. That would be very, very interesting game. The You'll Never Walk Alone derby, as you could call it. I think that would be a very interesting game. But if Liverpool were to lose, that's top spot to Barcelona in second, they would potentially get Feyenoord or Stade Brest, according to Football Rankings. Other teams as well. So this is all predictions, by the way. This is not the final table. This is not the current table either, because the current table would either get Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Juventus or Celtic, which is right currently. But I think it's based on what prediction results of tomorrow night's games. So Liverpool could either get Monaco, Celtic, Feyenoord or Stade Brest according to Football Rankings. In the next section, it is Leverkusen or Aston Villa, 2 of the teams that are potentially going for the top 8. They could either get Club Brugge, Stuttgart, Atalanta or Bayern Munich. So Bayern Munich and Atalanta would face each other. Club Brugge and Stuttgart would face each other. And there's the winners of those games would potentially play Leverkusen or Aston Villa. Aston Villa done incredible, by the way. If they can get through tomorrow night, I think they've done incredible in Champions League, beating Bayern Munich already. So they could face Bayern Munich in the next round. They've already beaten them, so why? They're not going to be scared of anyone, Aston Villa. But they are potentially playing Bayern Munich in the knockout stages, or Leverkusen. Atletico Madrid or AC Milan, who are in 5th and 6th, could potentially face PSV, Man City, Lille or Dortmund. Man City have not hit anything in the Champions League this season. They've been on and off. They've only beaten probably the poorer teams. Against half-decent teams, have done nothing. Man City have to beat Club Brugge. If they don't beat Club Brugge, they are out of the Champions League before it even gets going. Club Brugge can lose and still go through, depending on other results. But Football Rankings have got Club Brugge going through, and I've also got Man City going through according to their predictions. So, like I said, Man City will face PSV according to Football Rankings, and they will also face Lille or Borussia Dortmund after that as well. Potentially facing then Atletico Madrid or AC Milan. So Atletico Madrid and AC Milan are in the top 8, and so are, just like Liverpool. So Man City would face PSV Eindhoven according to Football Rankings in the next round, and then will potentially face either Atletico Madrid or AC Milan, which is no easy game this season because AC Milan are playing half decent in the Champions League, and Atletico Madrid are playing brilliant football all the way through La Liga and Champions League at the moment. So I said in the last Champions League talk that they are potentially the underdogs of the Champions League, Atletico Madrid, going under the radar, a bit like Dortmund did last season. So I thought that Man City would want to play them. Arsenal or Inter could either get, this one is very, very interesting. Arsenal or Inter in those third and fourth positions could either get Sporting Lisbon, PSG, Real Madrid, or Juventus. That is very, very interesting for Arsenal because neither of those games are easy. I know they're beating Sporting away. I think they would want Sporting, but I can't see Sporting coming over PSG. If they do face PSG, and according to football rankings, that is their predicted outcome: is Sporting Lisbon against PSG. Arsenal won't want PSG. Arsenal won't want Real Madrid or Juventus. So that is a big, big, big moment. So that is the difference becoming first and second, and third and fourth at the moment, which is fantastic. Liverpool don't play 23rd, 24th teams, but it's actually worked out better because according to the football rankings predictions, we are probably the hardest team we've possibly faced is Monaco. So that's a big, big difference from coming third and fourth and end up facing, coming seventh and eighth and end up facing 23rd, 24th, 9th or 10th, which is potentially Bayern Munich or Atalanta. So it could possibly work out for the better for Liverpool, having come first and second and not facing the 23rd, 24th, because the 23rd, 24th will have to face 9th and 10th. And that's where Bayern Munich comes into play. That's where Aston Villa may face Bayern Munich again instead of facing someone that's like Celtic or Monaco or Feyenoord or Star Brest like we do. So yeah, it's now making sense that the format is making sense and why important it is to come top first or second for that knockout stage. Yes, we don't get to potentially face 23rd, 24th, but the obvious result here, the 23rd and 24th will go out to whoever comes 9th and 10th. I'm not saying that will happen, because if you look at the 23rd, 24th predicted places right now, according to football rankings, it's Club Brugge against Stuttgart. Club Brugge against Stuttgart would then need to come against Atalanta or Bayern Munich. You say Bayern Munich go through, say Stuttgart go through, it would be Bayern Munich and Stuttgart to face either Aston Villa or Leverkusen then, either side. So yeah, it's worked out very, very well for Liverpool. Worked out very, very well for Liverpool. If the league table stays as it is, Liverpool would have to face either Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Juventus, or Celtic, which is probably either Bayern Munich or Real Madrid, if we're honest with ourselves. I know Juventus are half decent, but it's going to be Bayern Munich or Real Madrid, that is, and that's what we don't want. That's if every game was a draw. But every game tomorrow is not going to be. That would be crazy. It would be crazy if every game was a draw. But according to football rankings, the way the games are going to play out, how they predicted, Liverpool would either get Monaco, Celtic, Feyenoord, or Star Brest. Who would you want, Liverpool fans, out of those? I think Monaco would be the favourites. Potentially, I think they would probably go through, maybe beat Barcelona. I think I see us facing Feyenoord according to these predictions. It would be scripture, wouldn't it? It would be Shakespeare's scripture if we were to face Feyenoord for Arne Slot. But also if we face Celtic as well, I mean that's a big game. That's a big game against Celtic. We should go through, but it's just, I think it'd be a big game. The atmosphere would be unreal away and at home. That would be a very, very interesting game. But I wouldn't mind playing any of them, if I'm honest. Monaco are a decent side this season. Star Brest have done well in Champions League. But yeah, Celtic and Feyenoord, I think they would be the ones Liverpool fans would potentially want. For Arne Slot for Feyenoord, that would be nice for him to face Feyenoord, but Celtic for a British derby, I think it'd be very, very interesting. And the You'll Never Walk Alone derby, I think the atmosphere would be unreal. Who I think Aston Villa would want to avoid would be Bayern Munich, according to these predictions. Obviously, Club Brugge were the one that Leverkusen and Aston Villa were wanting to look at, but I can't see Club Brugge. I think Club Brugge could potentially come out depending on the results. I can't see Club Brugge getting through Stuttgart on these predicted draws. I can't see them getting through Stuttgart. So after that, though, so Liverpool would face either Leverkusen or Aston Villa, depending on who wins the knockout stages. If Leverkusen and Aston Villa do beat the other one, so Liverpool would face. Sorry, I do apologise for this. Liverpool would face Leverkusen, Aston Villa, Atalanta, Bayern Munich, Stuttgart, or Club Brugge, the game after, if they were to come through, say Feyenoord, or say for purpose sake, we face Celtic. We come through Celtic. We could potentially face either Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, or Aston Villa. I can't see Atalanta beating Bayern Munich, if I'm honest. And they are good, Atalanta, but I can't see them beating Bayern Munich. So we could potentially face, at best, if you were to go as favourites would go through, it would be Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. So we'd be in the last 16 against, say, Celtic or Feyenoord. We could potentially face Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. The other ones would be Arsenal could come up against Man City in the quarterfinals potentially. Man City or Atletico Madrid. That's if they come through PSG, Real Madrid, or Juventus or Sporting Lisbon. And the same with Inter Milan. They would have to face either of them as well in the quarterfinals. And so that would set us up then for the potential winners of Arsenal against someone. It'd be a tricky route to the final in the end. If this prediction comes out right for Football Rankings, they've done it by how they predict the results tomorrow, then I think the next round for Liverpool is very, very good to face either Monaco, Celtic, Feyenoord, or Stade Brest. But that's when it becomes tricky. In the quarterfinals, we could potentially face Bayern Munich or Leverkusen. It becomes harder, and then also the semi-finals will play out themselves. But we've got a very, very good chance of winning the Champions League. Obviously, we've got very, very the best chance of winning the Premier League. We can't have a better chance right now to win the Premier League, but we've got a very good chance of winning the Champions League as well. If we can get that momentum, we've got those buys, and we've got a couple of games off, so everyone has to play them, coming in the top 8, and we've potentially, according to Football Rankings, we've got a favourable draw in the round of 16. Favourable draw. That may not happen. This is just predicted off Football Rankings. Like I said, if it was to happen the way that the league is right now, we would either get Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Juventus, or Celtic in the round of 16, and that's what we don't want. But that is probably not the likely outcome because of Real Madrid are probably expected to win. Bayern Munich, they'll probably go up and down in the leagues. It's good. Whatever happens, anyway. I'm not a massive fan of this format. I didn't see anything wrong with the last format. But this last game tomorrow night is going to be more than interesting, and it's going to be absolutely exciting. It's going to be, we're through. We probably are going to come top, but it's going to be interesting to see the mix, the constant swapping of teams in the league table, and seeing who we potentially could get in the round of 16. Let's hope in that Football Rankings are quite spot on here with their predictions, and we do get a favourable draw in the round of 16. In the Champions League. But yeah, Liverpool fans, let me know your comments. Champions League fans, if you're an Arsenal fan, Man City fan, whatever fan you are from, Real Madrid fan, let me know what your thoughts on the Champions League format is. Who are you looking to avoid in the round of 16? And are you confident your team can go all the way? Thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys.